What's up, guys and gals, if you're out there? Today I'm doing a little something different. I'm going to do a plastic protector install on Godzilla. I got some for Avengers as well. The Avengers I went clear and blue for the return lanes, but I'm going to set those aside. Godzilla I just went clear. I do like the colored ones a lot. Like, I've got those in my Stranger Things. But let me unhook the GoPro a second. I'm charging that. I'll show you guys really fast. You've seen it before, I'm sure. Stranger Things ones are really nice. But you know, I wanted that fluorescent pink because I got the UV lighting in this fluorescent. The fluorescent really shows up well with that UV, but it does give sort of like a pink tint behind the plastics, which it doesn't look bad in Stranger Things. But I was afraid, you know, with Avengers, I have seen some videos, and it's probably just me, but there's like a blue tint. If you went with the blue plastic protectors on Avengers, I feel like it gave Cap a little bit of a blue tint to his face, more than it already is. We're coming back over here. Let's see, we got Mezel Mods. Let's see. Just want to give a shout out to them. Kristen, I think it was Kristen on YouTube, replied to me right away when I was inquiring about these, because I really wanted to get the colored ones for Godzilla, but thinking about it, it probably would have looked pretty good actually if I would have waited, but I'm impatient, so I just went with clear. No other reason. I mean, I was afraid it might have a small tint to it, but yeah, I'd say it would look just fine. Look at her video on her installation for her plastic protectors. What are they and what are they for? I think it's something like that. But I like to support these guys because they're awesome. That's where I got my Avengers tower from, and my Doctor Strange Sanctum. But I just thought I'd do this in real time, show you how it goes. So I don't know if it really matters. I guess it does. Okay, I think that's right. So I'm going to put those aside for now. We're going to get this off. All you're going to need for this is a Phillips head for your return lanes. But for your plastics, it looks like I have an 11/32 for this nut. And since I don't really keep up with tools too well, I'm sure that could be anything, but I got an 8mm socket for this one. So I don't keep up with tools well enough. Should, but it's not a focus. It needs to be focused. Focus. Focus. But let's get started. I've been goofy long enough here. Also, I'm going to need to get that one off, so let me see what size that is. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to, we'll start with this and see if it gets it. So it's just simply taking this off. And you're going to want to keep up with your nuts and your washers. So I kind of set them over on a rag on my play field, but just set them somewhere where you don't lose them and keep up with how you take them off, because you're going to want to put it back the same. We might be able to get, I'm not going to chance it. Let's go ahead and loosen this up a little. Honestly, I think I'm missing a washer right here. I know where it's at. It's inside of my coin box. But I might put that back on while I'm here. I don't know if I want to make you guys wait for that. Sorry, you're just gonna have to wait, guys. Pretty sure. Maybe not. That's awfully small. Well, I think it will go. Well, we'll go ahead and do that while we're in here. I knew I was missing a washer when I did something last time in here. I'm gonna drop this, but probably should have brought my magnet in. Yep. I don't know, that might or might not be the washer for that, but we're gonna use it anyway. So, just remember, you got a nut on top of a washer on top of your wire forms, and then you got a washer underneath your wire form. So, that's easy enough to remember, right? We're gonna move down to this one. What I like about their plastic protectors is it gets rid of the shadow underneath your plastics. Let's see. Get this up. I'm gonna try to balance that washer and just leave it there. Then you can get rid of this. Don't need it no more. And then we gotta get, there's a little protective film on both sides of your protectors. I just like making real-time videos sometimes. That way people know what they're getting into when they order these type things. So yeah. You're not going to see this anyway. It's going to be under your plastic, so don't worry about getting smudges all over it. Sorry, I'm just taking this protector off camera. And if you're not sure which plastic protector goes where, you can just match it up to your plastic. You can see that matches well. Come back over here and just stick that down. We're in business. So remember, all we did was took off this big washer because this protector is gonna, those washers were there kind of for protectors to begin with, so now we got this cool clear protector underneath, and it gets rid of that shadow. Oops, I forgot to take the washer off at the bottom. We don't need it either. Why did I put that back on there? There. So now we got our plastic on top of our new plastic. And check that out. I mean, it's got a cool little edge, you know, a little subtle edge. So you can get the colored ones, and I would have got them if they had them in stock, to be honest. You know, I think they're orange, or yeah, I think they're orange. And then the return lanes were blue. So we put our wire form back down. And we'll put this nut back on. The bottom nut on your plastics, for some reason, don't get a washer. And that just barely needs to tighten. You know, that new plastic's so thick, you're not going to get this to tighten hardly at all. That plastic protector, rather. It's much thicker than your washer. I'll show you up close here. How much thicker that is. It's like double. So yeah, you're not gonna get this. This nut's not gonna tighten back down hardly at all. Moving along. We'll get our 11:30 seconds back on. And see if we can balance this nut. I was checking my feed there. I'm going to try to get this washer on here. Probably going to hear me cuss a little bit. I think this washer goes here, man. I don't remember. I don't remember how I get this in here. Maybe I stick it in that socket. Nope. I just gotta balance it somehow, some way. Hey guys, I do this real time for you. I really don't know if that washer goes there, man. We're taking it back off because it looks like it's kind of holding up progress here. I'm going to put it back in my coin box. Get our reach in. Just get it sitting on top just enough where I can start to spin it. We're golden. Boom, 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 boom. One thing I am kind of afraid of with this, because I'm just now thinking about this, is I've been getting every now and then the ball will get stuck here. Now this is raised up even more. That could be an issue. Yeah, we'll pretend that we don't have to. I'll just bend this freaking wire form a little bit. Gotta have my protectors, man. Let's get a ball out and test it. Test that theory. While we're in here, let's just get hung. Nope, it did. So we're good. And we don't have to worry about the ball hitting the protector. I think on the right side for Avengers, it was a known deal that they were hitting. So I want to say, yep, they did. Mezel Mods took care of that, and they notched that out where the ball was hitting the plastic on Doctor Strange. But that's that on that plastic. So that's easy, wasn't it? Now we'll move on to the outline, inlane, outline, whatever you want to call it. And this one is a bit more tricky, I believe. Let's see. Does that match? Looks good. Or is it the exact same? I think that's... Are these plastics the same, guys? They do look a little different. I guess they are pretty symmetrical. Alright, let's this is the tricky part. I think because there's some spacers in here, maybe I'm thinking of Avengers. Maybe it's Allsters. Who knows? And for this, you're just gonna take out these super long screws. Yep, there's a spacer in there. So let's take a closer look at that. What you don't want to do is lose that spacer. You see that? Right here. There's that little gray spacer. So this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna just put that washer right back on that screw, set it up here on my rag. Move on to the next. Hope for the best. It's important to keep our games pristine. Like, you pay a lot of money for these pinball machines, and you want to protect your plastics. I haven't even looked in my goodie bag to see if we got new replacement plastics for these, but I think you get them. Is that loose enough? Yeah, so I'm just gonna pick this up. Maybe. Carefully. Oh, look, those spacers stuck to these. You see? Why didn't I get lucky on that top one? Anyway, let's carefully set that aside and we'll strip our protector. Man, I've been on vacation for a week, and this is like all I've been doing is catching up on some pinball play, and now a little bit of a, if you want to call this a mod, I don't call it really a mod, I just call it a protector. I'm just gonna do this one side on camera, guys. You're gonna, this is gonna be a very long video, slow as I'm going. I don't know. Maybe if I actually had some viewers to tell me, hey man, we're good, we know how to do this. Sorry. I know on Stranger Things, Mezel Mods included some longer screws. I hope I don't run into any problems with these screws not being long enough here. Should be good. Oh, actually, we're gonna need those spacers, man. What am I thinking? But it looks like that one's gonna sit in there. This one's gonna sit on the hole. So I'm just lining those up. I got that one sitting in that hole. This one's sitting on top of the hole, and that one hasn't moved. Let's see if we get lucky. Slide this in here to put a little weight on it. And lined up. Not lined up. Not lined up at all. Okay, this is gonna be fun. So I'm just trying to line these holes up with my fingers, eyeball them, and then get these holes lined. Perfect. Almost. Yeah, we'll make it work. So we can get these started. Yeah, I think blue would have looked pretty cool down here. But I got blue for Avengers because the end lane on those are kind of blue anyway. It's like space, so I think it would look good. And even if it does bleed through, it's still just gonna shine blue, more blue. Alright, there's that. Hopefully. We'll see when we get our screwdriver back on it. Start with this top one. Sit in there. I think it is. I'm not going to over tighten it just yet. I'm going to try for the middle. Boom, there it went. And you can center these up. They're pretty center though. Yep. Kind of center themselves up. I'll show you a higher angle. Put the last bit of tighten on there. And there you have it, guys. You got protection for your plastics, for the edges. It's really hard to see this one because it's clear on clear, but so this is all they had in stock right now, and I just wanted to protect my plastics. But Kristen did say that thanks for letting her know that the orange, I think it's orange or maybe yellow for up here and then blue for down here. She said thanks for letting her know that those were out and they would restock them ASAP. So I may order a set of those, see if I like them too. that's all there is to this. This side is the same as we just did, except this ramp is going to be a lot easier because I had to loosen 2 spots for the wire form on this side, and I've only got 1 spot over here, so that's going to be a lot easier. But that's really it for this video. I'm going to install these, and I'm going to install my Avengers 1, 2. And I'll do a video here in just a minute for that. Show you how the blues turned out. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep flipping. I'm going to end this video with Godzilla. Thanks for watching. I think that's how a robot would talk. Who knows?